on Hobby Toku Anime, we're going to talk about my favorite region. Yeah, Michael Bailey's origin with my region, Johto. A region that the cover started with Hoenn, but I love Johto because I'm Michael Bailey, the explosive Michael Bailey. Let's begin. Hey everyone, Code. Oh yeah, that's Michael. Sorry, but the point is, I'm here, the explosive Michael Bailey, and today we're going to talk about freaking Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, the remake of Gold Silver, and technically the main Gold and Silver most people care for. Let's begin. This game starts off like in Red and Blue in the Gen 1 games with Professor Oak, because this is the sequel to Red and Blue originally, Gold and Silver was. But technically, plot is simple. Oak introduces the world, you go in. But this time, we're not in Kanto, we're in Johto, nearby Kanto. But just to know for sure, we're going to Kanto at somehow by the halfway point, which I'll explain in a moment. But basically, the story starts off with your character. Let's just call him Gold because he's technically the main. That's the default name in media. Yeah, Silver's the rival and Crystal's the female character, which is kind of weird. In Gold and Silver, they changed it, but Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But mostly we're going to talk about Heart Gold, Soul Silver with references, but we'll do the main games for stuff. Got that? Good. You go, you find a professor, Elm, who wants you to deliver a package to some other person. Do the other person, you get the Pokedex from Oak, and this time around, your rival shows up. Yeah, the rival doesn't show up for the first few parts of the fight, and he is still, as canon in previous main games, your first real gym normal Pokemon battle. Defeat him, you do that, you go get back to Alan the President, it's an egg. That's going to come later as freaking Togepi. We do that, we go to the first gym, we defeat Jim, also the tower, with our rival showing up again for our second encounter. Do that and go down south because there's a tree blocking us. We will get into that in a moment, but you do that. Then also you do the first, the forest area, you battle that. Nothing happens. Then right before the gym shows up, you meet Team Rocket for the first time in this game. Yes, Team Rocket is back. And now that Giovanni's gone, we have a new team, which I will explain because technically they're kind of unimportant to the franchise. Really, Giovanni's still the main one. And yes, Silver and Giovanni are somehow related, which we'll get to in a moment. Do that, battle second gym. You get an egg coordinate area that if you do, now you can get the Pokeball, special Pokeballs. You do that, battle the gym, technically that, and that's it. Then after that, you do another forest area. You go there for a while. Then another gym. Then the area with the fur gym. Technically, this area sucks. Like that gym sucks. The normal type gym leader gym, fur gym. It's one of the toughest gyms in the entire franchise. Freaking Miltank. Yes, a freaking cow is so overpowered because there's no fighting type so far in the story except for a trade. That you gotta definitely do that trade if you don't mind, but do that. Battle that. Also, the gym leader, the radio DJ. Technically, the radio feature is a feature with the Pokénap, which is technically thing your mom gave you, but now you can do other features with it. Also, do that. You get a watering. Go to next route, you get a watering can, and after the watering can, we get, before the fourth gym, we get a in-between. And the in-between was Sudowoodo. Yes, a Pokemon known for memeing. Also, Togepi is a baby Pokemon, but anyhow, the Pokemon picked Cyndaquil, I think. Right? Yes, I did. Okay. So anyhow, the point is basically Cyndaquil is technically fire type, water type being Togedile and Chikorita. Togedai and Chikorita are now currently in Legends EA. Watch that video if you don't mind. That helps the algorithm a lot. Please do that. Now back to our regular schedule plot. But point is basically we do that. The third gym, the fourth gym, we get the legendary thing. And by the way, the Kanto girls play a role of random background subplot. After you find all 5 later, we will get into the legendaries. But anyhow, point is, you do that. There's a temple. You go with temple and you find the 3 legendary dog trio. And if you played the last game, it was fire, ice, and electric. This time around, it's more simplified with fire, electric, and ice. And technically, the dog trio are Entei, Arctic Entei, Suicune, and Ryu. Raikorn, or whatever. But the point is, those 3 are your 3 dog trio, and your second 2 of them, mostly Entei and Raikou, you find in the plot. Well, Suicune leaves in the plot because we will get to in the post-game stuff. But anyhow, that you do that and battle the 4th gym leader. You go traveling, then 6th gym leader. Really, you have to do an errand first, so you gain Surf, a THM. And yes, back in the day, HMs used to be a very painful part of Pokemon. Thank God in modern games, they don't do items that you have to equip to a party member that can do it as an HM slave. But at any point, it's good. You do that, you battle the fighting gym, you meet a mysterious person that knows the trio as a plot point, as random rival extra, so do that. Also, the Safari Zone is in the area next door, which is optional in this game for some reason. Don't know why. It's kind of useless in the plot, but anyhow, that's weird. Next up is the 6th gym. Now that you got the item, take to the lighthouse, you do that, and she has a steel type. And fun fact, this game was also the first game with steel and dark. Before that, all the types were just in Gen 1, but in Gen 2, steel and dark were added. Then in Gen 6, we had fairy, but that's another story. Yay! But anyhow, point is that, sorry that goddamn. Basically, the rest of the plot is basically that. And technically, the plot is really good. Like, after 6th gym, you go backtrack again to the area now with the stuff, and now you can do the cave that will be important later. But anyhow, point is end game stuff. Do that. You counter Team Rocket again, but this time, the most important thing they do, they steal a breed of shiny red Gyarados. Yes. This game was also the debut of shiny Pokemon in the original Gold and Silver. Technically, you do that. You battle Gyarados. We catch it because that's like a good freebie. We do that. We get their base. Battle the admins again. Like, technically, the admins are... Giovanni's not part of the team anymore because of what happened in Red and Blue. See the Pokemon Origins video for that. But anyhow, that's great. Technically, that happens, and now we get into freaking the Ice Gym, which is it's weird because all the Pokemon gyms in this game are the opposite types except for one gym. Like, every gym in this game are all unique gyms, like 8 unique gyms. Not based on the types, no repeater types from the original games, which is kind of weird, but kind of great. Technically, this Ice Gym, we defeat Mamoswine. Oh yeah, that's the final form. Doesn't exist yet, but it does exist, kind of. But let me not explain that. You go to another area, then defeat the evil team plan. Now we get to the final gym being a dragon gym. Yes, badassery. Dragon types are. Dear God, I can beat them up now with fairy, but they don't exist yet in this game. So yeah, you battle them, you defeat the dragon gym. Now you have to leave 4 and you have to go back home. literally to surf and go to Mount Pillar or whatever, I forget the name, but the point is Victory Road, you go to Victory Road, battle your rival one last time in the main story. You do that, and yes, your father, this is where we discover, you already know this, but Silver is Giovanni's son. Yes, everyone knows that now. Do Battle Elite 4 and get the champion. It's like, haha, we're not done yet. You still got to do the other 8 gyms. And that's like the big twist in Gen 2 is instead of 8 gyms for Elite 4 and Champion, it's now 16 gyms, the 4 champions 2 times, then the champion, which we'll explain in part 2. Just kidding, we're going to do part 1 and part 2. Now this is part 2 of the video. Okay, it's weird because the second part really goes faster than the main plot. Go to Essence Anne, you've counted the Sergeant Sarge, our 3rd gym leader original, and now our 9th gym leader. You do that. Next few parts are like Scattershot. You can do Misty, then 8, 6, and 4, all of your choice. You have to do a radio thing to get one of the gyms a thing. After that, do that. You encounter the Giovanni finally in the main plot with talking, and it's like an event Pokemon originally, but do that, get Suicune, and that's it for the main plot for main stuff. Technically, the story ends here for the Team Rocket / Silver arc, so yeah. Great. Next up is basically the Fire Gym battle, defeat him, then Brock, then Giovanni again? Just kidding, it's Blue. You battle Blue, which was the rival in the original games. You defeat him, battle Elite 4 again, then you can challenge, get the starters for Gen 1 as a reward of all 8 gyms. Technically do that, then go to Mount Hope or Mount Coronet or whatever the mountain with Articuno was in the original games. Now have an additional mountain section where you counter red, defeat him, and that. Technically, most people don't beat the main story of this game because it's longer than normal. Technically, this game is badass, so good. Sequel. Like, it's weird because there's not much content left. Like in Heart Gold Soul Silver, the only added thing was like a Rayquaza / either Groudon or Kyogre fight. But that's another video. Go look at Chuck Conroy's videos because he's doing that currently, and this is not sponsored by him. It's just a shout out for other people. Got that? Good. Hope you liked the video. Link them below if you like Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver. Hope you liked the video. Link them below if you like Gen 2, even if it's kind of disappointing in the sense that it's very elongated. This is Mike Exploding saying bye-bye, exploding until bye-bye now. And next time we're going to do Gen 4. Got that? Good. Bye-bye. Now.